When we are at school, pupils, everybody tells us that school will prepare us for grown-up life. That's a lie. Or maybe it's not a lie, but strong delusion it is definitely. Hey, welcome to my channel. Today we are speaking about the things that are not taught at school, but when we grow up and become living on our own, these things are what we are lacking the most. But for the first 20 or even 25 years of our lives, we never ever been told that we will need these crucial things. So today I will share with you a list of 20 important things that are not taught in school. Or maybe it is at school. But good news are that these and the other skills can be developed. By the way, talking about skills, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. It is curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and there are always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow whenever your creativity takes you. Skillshare offers memberships with meaning, with so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives. Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1 month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today. One of the missing in school skill is personal finance. Let's quickly check what Skillshare offers in the field of managing personal finance. Here you can see all the classes available. Coming back to the list. Let's start immediately with probably the most important thing you are not taught at school. How to learn, but not memorize. At school we spend time cramming textbooks, but we live in an era when self-education continues through life and we have not been taught how to learn. In my school there was a girl and she was able to quickly answer every question you ask, but only if the answer is written in the books. If it is not straight question answer scheme, then she was not able to state her position. I remember how she fluently was remembering what was written in the book, but was totally unable to write down an essay. She is a pure example of grammar. And this is not her problem. We all were taught not how to memorize instead of how to learn. And here we are coming to the point number 2, self-organization. We are lacking of simple time management tips and tricks, how to set priorities and achieve goals, how to deal with procrastination, how to form good and break bad habits. By the way, I have a great video related to habit building process. Go on and check it.
Nice.
Why is it important to be able to self-organize? Because decision-making process is not completely rational. This is point number 3. Decision-making process, as we were taught at school, is presented as logical and straightforward process. But in real life it is influenced by many cognitive factors as well as emotions and habitat. Point number 4 is that I've already mentioned, personal finance management. Ask yourself if you are able to manage your finances in a proper way. Probably you can't answer this question, because before answering this question, you have to know what is the proper level of personal finance management. Less than half of families worldwide make family budget and follow it. The reason for this is the complete absence of financial literacy lessons at schools. Many adults still do not know why we pay taxes and how to keep track of finances, plan a budget, and why saving will actually save you at one day. And I'm not mentioning those who use inadequate bank instruments for short-term loans with thousands of interest.
No! God, please, no! No!
By the way, I have some video and even a playlist related to money on my channel. Go on and check it. Let's have a short break and I will repeat myself how likes, comments, subscribe are important for my channel. If you like what you see and hear, please hit like and subscribe buttons. If you don't, please leave a comment. Let's continue with the item number 5. It sounds very simple, but in reality it is so complicated. We are not taught at school how to ask questions and interpret answers. Instead of unconsciously imposing your point of view and never knowing what a person really thinks, we are obliged to listen. But to listen, we have to ask a proper question. And even after we get an answer, we need to understand it.
Surprise!
Why this one is skipped at school? Nobody wants us to ask questions. How to build harmonious relationship. Yes, this is point number 6. How to build harmonious and equal relations with a partner, respect each other, share household responsibilities, and solve problems at life. What to do when bullying or non-reciprocal love. It's a pity. Such lessons would help to avoid many problems and worries. Everyone wants a family and to build relationship.
Seriously.
So why not to learn theory at school? It may save us not only years of life, but maybe some lives. Point number 7 is something very close to myself. How to say no, or how to politely disagree, and move on to discussing the problem and finding a solution and not a verbal skirmish. It's a very important skill. Learn it. Next point is taking care of yourself. Around the world, depression is one of the leading causes of morbidity and disability among minors. At the same time, adolescent mental problems are often ignored and complaints are not taken seriously, attributing them to age. There are no lessons about mental health at school either. No one teaches how to live with negative emotions, how to talk about them, how to cope with stress and difficulties of adolescents, to splash out feelings so as not to injure themselves or others. Children not only do not receive help from adults, but do not even understand what is happening to them and how it is treated. Caring for our own mental health and well-being is not typical for our culture, but parents who are not indifferent to this topic should often communicate with their children about their feelings. And if the child still has difficulties or questions, do not be afraid to take him to a specialist.
Wait a minute!
Point number 9 is so simple. Sleep deprivation won't help you do more. On the opposite, your productivity will drop and the hours you won will go nowhere. Did you feel that already?
What?
We are in the middle. Point number 10. Household. Who taught you how to cook, clean, nail shelf? Is it in grade if by your 20 you know all of it already? Next point that is not taught at school, how to deal with stress. Meditation? Who learned meditation at school? Just give me a comment, please. Point number 12. Cybersecurity. People are still incredibly naive. They do not know the rules for handling bank cards, trusts, dubious sellers of goods and services, and even come across very bearded divorces like a free cosmetic procedure. Children and adults who have at least some pocket money can also be victims of scammers. For example, buy a non-existent thing or lose money on bets. In country I live, only this year many millions of euros were stolen by scammers, and the reason is exactly lack of cybersecurity education at school. In addition, it's very important to convey to children that personal data must be kept secret. Passwords for various accounts must be complex, and strangers who are trying to communicate with you on the internet should be treated with suspicion. Point number 13. How to do and enjoy sports. You are not able to survive this life without sport.
Oh, hell no!
So make it a part of your life and enjoy it. Next point is called ability to learn. According to experts' forecast, people born after 2010 will have to learn all the time and change up to 5 types of activities in their lives. To deal effectively with this, cramming, which is the main emphasis in school, will not be enough. You need to be able to choose teaching materials and check the reliability of information sources, set goals, plan, distribute the load, evaluate your own knowledge, and look for opportunities for their application.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Skillshare is ready to help, by the way. What is the first thing you do when you join a new company as an employee? You meet your team. But do you know how to work as a team? After graduation, most of us work in a team, and often teamwork has to be learned on the spot. By the way, you notice that I like to make lists and number everything? This is not something I learned at school. Point number 16 is called marketing, business and self-promotion. Teenagers are interested in business and sometimes even succeed in it. Blogging and uploading their creativity on the internet. So it's very useful for them to know how to draw up a business plan, think over an advertising strategy, form a personal brand or set up target advertising. And of course, for an adult into whom sooner or later a schoolboy will turn, the skill of doing business as self-promotion will also be very useful. Next point is a little bit philosophical. The world is bigger than you think.
Seriously.
In addition to studying and working, there are amazing works of art, wonderful people and interesting books in the world, and most of them are not far away. Point number 18 is called skills are not everything. Having extensive knowledge in your field or being able to do something is not enough to teach and help people. Learn to articulate your thoughts clearly, and mastering oratory is also necessary. And it is incredibly difficult. Last but one point is called project management. When you understand that every complicated thing could be easily managed by use of project management, life becomes much better and easier. And of course, last but not least point that we are not taught at school, how to constantly evolve. This is what my channel is all about. Many people think that after school or high school education is over, but you just can't stop. This is all for today. My intention was not to insult school education. I believe that math and physics have the same importance as building family and personal finances. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to constantly evolve. Bye bye.